Welcome to Morocco.
For 2 weeks, we explored this incredible North African country, starting in Marrakesh.
For the majority of this trip, we stayed in riads, which are traditional Moroccan houses or palaces.
The first of which was Riad Touda. Upon booking, the staff reached out to inquire if we needed transportation from the airport. Although we could have found much cheaper options, we avoided the hassle and agreed to pay 200 Moroccan dirham for a ride, which equals about $20 US.
Our driver supplied us with water along the way and made the experience stress-free.
As we checked into the riad, we were supplied with tea while we waited. At long last, we had finally made it.
Then it was time to see our room. This is where we would spend the next 2 nights.
Typically when booking, I look at location ratings. I try to find something close to the action, while looking for a good overall rating too. And this place fit the bill.
We ended up staying in a bigger room at this same riad for 2 more nights at the end of our trip, but more on that later.
We have officially made it to Morocco, Marrakesh. We're here. This is day 1, at least from your perspective.
After a 15-year flight.
Yeah, we traveled pretty much the past 24 hours to get here. We're gonna count this as day 1. We're here, we're safe, and
2 weeks, baby. Welcome to our riad.
How do you say welcome in Arabic?
I don't know if I know how to say welcome, but I know how to say hello, which is ahlan ya Nathan. Or I can say shukran ya Nathan.
Someone's been on Duolingo a lot the past couple months. After dinner, we took a walk through Juma El Fana, the main square and marketplace in the Marrakesh Medina.
Each day this place comes to life around mid-morning, but things don't really kick off until sunset.
Now, being overly prepared as I always aim to be, I had watched and read a lot about this place, things to look out for, stuff like that. But the experience I had upon arriving was nothing but positive. This won't be the case for everyone. You still need to be alert here, and I imagine that culture shock would hit some people pretty hard right around now. But for me, I was just thrilled to be there. How you doing?
Amazing.
Yeah.
To end the night, we got some ice cream and went back to the rooftop of our riad, just in time for the call to prayer. The adhan happens 5 times a day, and you can expect to hear it anywhere that has a masjid nearby.
Day 2, our first full day in Morocco.
We woke up in Marrakesh at Riad Touda. Riads often serve a traditional Moroccan breakfast, which we became very big fans of.
We had a bit of a slow start this morning, but eventually walked to Juma El Fana and took a taxi to the Yves Saint Laurent Museum. We were able to secure tickets for this online in advance. The tickets also included entry to the garden, Le Jardin Majara.
Thank you. Shukran.
You too. Welcome to day 2 of Morocco.
What are we doing?
Going to Yves Saint Laurent. Am I saying that right?
YSL
Yeah.
Museum and Garden.
Man.
Unfortunately, we were not allowed to film or take photographs inside the YSL Museum. But I was glad we got to see his sketches and garments firsthand, as I did a paper on him in high school and he's one of my favorite designers.
Got done at the YSL Garden and Museum. Now we are going on a private tour.
We have a tour guide that we got off of Airbnb. Wish us luck.
Here we go. We had the option to do a group tour or book private, but chose private for a more intimate experience. And man, this guy was awesome.
He gave us a lot of advice to prepare us for the rest of our trip, including things we hadn't seen people talk about online. For this reason, we recommend taking his tour at the beginning of your trip if possible. Tour guide was amazing.
Yeah, just super down to earth, was very transparent with us. He said, if we run into any emergencies during our 2 weeks here, to get in touch with him if we need help with anything. So
just so nice.
Very nice, and we really appreciated that. Yeah, so tonight we're probably gonna get a bite to eat. At this point, we were ready for a slightly fancier dinner experience. Online, we saw that there was a jazz bar nearby. Typically, we only splurge on a couple meals throughout these vacations, but so far, those meals always end up being some of our absolute favorites. That was very much the case here as well, thankfully. Thank you so much. Turn in early tonight. We have to meet down the street at 7:15 tomorrow morning, and from there we'll be heading to the Sahara Desert. So stay tuned for the Sahara.
Day 3. Our trip to the Sahara began.
Our meeting place was Jebel El Fana, which was thankfully a very short walk from our riad. We are on a 3-day adventure to the Sahara Desert. We won't be getting to the Sahara today, that'll be tomorrow. But we're at our first stop, just getting
A common complaint you'll see about the guided Sahara tours is the food stops along the way aren't great and the food prices are higher than average. While it's true the food prices on the tour are higher, the food wasn't as bad as we're expecting.
The food on this tour wasn't anything special, and for the prices they're charging, you would hope for something higher quality, but for the most part, the food was fine.
During the first 2 days of the tour, we had plenty of little stops to get out and stretch. The next one was a quick stop at the Atlas Mountains. Just enough time for everyone to use the restroom before heading to Aït Benhaddou.
So we are currently in Aït Benhaddou, where they've shot Gladiator, Game of Thrones, a lot of other movies. And it's also the first Amazigh tribe of Morocco, like one of the founding tribes of Morocco. And this is my new home. We're currently building it out. I'm just gonna build a house here.
Is Game of Thrones. This one is the Prince of Persia. Someone in the group, they want to fight with me a little bit? Huh? Come. Yeah. You look like Recipe. Yeah. Very nice. Next movie I call you.
Are you not entertained?
During this stop, we had the opportunity to buy headscarves for the desert. We had already purchased some at the market the night before in Marrakesh, but these are essential. And here we were shown a demonstration of how to put them on.
After lunch, we briefly passed by Atlas Film Studios in Ouarzazate. Although we didn't go inside on this tour, this studio is accessible to the public if it's something you'd like to see more of. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good.
It's been a lot of driving, but I'm feeling good. Our first day of travel had come to an end. Here is where we'd be spending our first night of the 3-day desert safari.
So this is night 1 of our 3-day Sahara trip, and this is where we'll be staying tonight. Got our nice queen bed, bathroom quarters, and a vanity for me. We were served dinner and enjoyed a live music performance by the staff of this family-owned establishment.
We were all called to stand up and dance, but Mariam and I were selected, along with 3 other couples, to get dressed and perform for the crowd. Check this out.
This night ended up being a lot of fun, but soon it was time to rest because we had another early start the next day.
Welcome to day 4 in Morocco. We are getting ready to head to the Sahara Desert tonight, where we will be camping in a luxury campground, as luxurious as it can get in 103 degrees Fahrenheit.
We call Berber house. Take your shoes off, please.
We have sheep and camels, and we produce lots of olive reed. And all the women in my family, they are artists, like in Berber rugs, like Berber carpet. And of course, here is our hospitality. The mint tea is the symbol of welcome. Berber whiskey. Yeah. Sahara, الناري anyway. Sahara. And this is 5 months to finish one like this. 5 months.
so much.
After 2 eventful days of travel, we had almost made it to our destination. It's our last stop before the Sahara Desert.
At last, we made it to the Sahara.
It's literally hump day, Wednesday, the 6th of September.
Oh no. The ride home that followed the next day was long and painful at times, but it was worth it for this experience. As Mariam put it, I would never do it again, but I'm so glad I did it once.
Man, our butts were sore from that camel ride. I won't even sugarcoat it. At dinner that night, people in our group were talking about the bruises they had, and I personally had to sit with a pillow underneath me.
Oh, and dinner that night was the worst food we had in Morocco, but to be fair, it's amazing we even had food that far into the Sahara Desert. We're here. This is our tent in the Sahara Desert. This is the biggest room we've stayed in yet. Let's go check out the bathroom. I want to see it. What do we got here?
And the baño and the shower.
Oh wow, and then a shower. Oh my.
That's bigger than the last shower.
Oh my goodness.
Off to dinner.
Also, I decided to buy us cooling towels and neck fans before heading on this trip, just in case we got hot and needed to cool off.
The neck fan was the only reason I got a good night's sleep. Temperatures had gone over 100 degrees Fahrenheit that day, and those tents were hot. I got a neck fan blowing to cool my head. Lastly, I made an effort to go outside the tent in the middle of the night after everyone had gone to bed. It didn't matter to me how cloudy the night sky might be, I just wanted to see what it was like out there. Now, the camera won't do it justice, but the desert sky was beautiful.
Day 5, we left the Sahara Desert. This day was difficult, as it required 10 or 11 hours of driving back to Marrakesh. The only stops we made were for food and restrooms. It was unpleasant, but overall, it was worth it for the 2 days that came before.
We are mostly just driving back from the Sahara today.
About 2 hours left.
Yeah, but about 10 or 11 hours total. So not much to report on today. We'll spare you all the boring details and we'll just cut to when we show up to our next riad tonight. Enjoy. Our driver from the Sahara trip was nice enough to drop us off at our next riad, a spot called Riad Andala Spa.
There, we were greeted by some of the nicest people we came across on this trip. The employees here were truly amazing. They went out of their way to make our stay enjoyable.
But the toilet outside, I'm joking. It's here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We are back in Marrakesh for one night, just because that's where our Sahara Tour returns to. And oh my gosh, I am thankful to be out of that van. Tomorrow, we're gonna finally head out on our own to explore more of the country. We are picking up a rental car first thing in the morning, and we'll start the next chapter of our adventure. Okay, we just went out to get some snacks, and we got all of this for $3 US, 32 dirham, like $3 US for all that. This alone would be like $3 US in America. So this is quite the score. With that, it is time for the Morocco snack review 2023. Starting off with the yogurt, creamy. Yeah, good.
It's different vanilla than our vanilla, but I like it.
I've been enjoying the Moroccan yogurt.
All right, next is, they're called Fighter, and they're chili and lemon. They kind of just like,
Little bugle things? Or no?
yeah.
Yeah,
Like with a little bit of like pepper on them.
I like that.
Also kind of like have an aftertaste for like a Fruit Loop.
Yeah, you're right. They do.
These ones are chicken flavor.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's not as great.
I like the other ones better.
Yeah.
I taste the chicken though.
And then these ones, oh, I think this is chicken too. It's Iron Man.
Iron Man. Wait, so what is the snack? Is it called Iron? God, what is that?
It's too much. Don't get chicken flavor.
That's weird. I don't even know how to describe this.
Something you don't eat. And then this is
Patillos?
Patillos.
What is it?
They're like those crackers, the jalapeno crackers by Ritz, and it has like the ones that come in like 6 in a pack. That's what it tastes like, that cheese on it.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
So maybe stick to like purple color snacks.
Yeah, purple. Here we go. Yeah.
Purple color
These
snacks.
are the good ones. So if you're in Morocco, try to find a snack that's purple. And last but not least, Pringles. And we all know what these taste like, so that's the end of the video. That's the end of the food review.
Thank you for watching.
Day 6, we're here getting our rental car for the next 6 days. We have left Riad Andala Spa, which was incredible. The service there was fantastic.
The rooms are amazing and beautiful.
Yeah.
The whole place was really beautiful.
Yeah, the amenities, the pillows, that was the best sleep I've gotten so far on this trip. The hosts were so nice and so generous. When they found out we were leaving before breakfast was being served,
He gave us a little to-go box.
Yeah.
This was so cute.
yeah, so we got some food to go, and he made us coffee as we were leaving, and you know, he called a taxi.
He called a taxi. He had a homie.
Just super nice people, super nice place. I really like the location of the other place, which is why we're gonna go back there, back to the first Marrakesh Riad at the end of our trip. We'll be back there, but I recommend either place.
Yeah.
They've been both been great. Now we have picked up our rental car. We are beginning our voyage north. We'll be making our way all the way up to Tangier. Lots of different stops along the way. We'll be passing through Casablanca first today. Now, we're just going to stop there for a few hours, just see a couple things. Yes, it is Friday today, so Mariam's going to try to...
Go to do my prayer.
Exactly. But yeah, we're unfortunately not going to spend too much time there. We've kind of heard from a lot of...
It's not really worth spending a lot of time here, so...
Yeah, a lot of Moroccans online, and even people who visited have said you can kind of skip it if you want. I don't know if that's true. I'm sorry if I'm offending any people from Casablanca. But we're just going to kind of stop through, check it out. But tonight we are staying in the capital of Morocco, which is Rabat. So we have a big day with a couple stops here as we make our way there tonight. After this, it should be a much more relaxing trip. But we did a lot of driving yesterday. Have a decent amount today, just a lot of movement today.
I'd rather drive though. That's
Yes.
a lot of sitting.
Yes, this is
Not driving. I like to take the wheel.
Yeah, it was, on the Sahara Tour, we were on a big group schedule, had to get up at like 5 or 6 most mornings, and then, we would have events going until 10:30 almost every night, and then we'd have to shower after those events and get sleep and then wake up and do it all again, and there was just no flexibility with your own, like, free time or anything, which is, we knew that, obviously, going into it, but it's really nice to be back on our own schedule at this point, and just move at our own pace, and that makes today and all the days coming up a lot easier, and there's a lot to look forward to coming up, so stick around. We made it just in time. Mariam has gone inside to pray, and I'm going to spend the next 30 minutes just kind of exploring, getting various clips of the area. This is really cool and really special, and I'm glad we're able to make it here in time for this.
Juma Mubarak. Just finished Juma prayer.
Okay, so I'm getting tickets for us to go in because I want to see this too, so we're going to do a little tour. Be sure to check tour times in advance, but if you're in Casablanca, the Hassan II Mosque is definitely worth a visit.
They offer tours in various languages, and parking is available underneath the building. This is the only mosque in Morocco that allows non-Muslims to enter.
No one knows for sure how much was spent to build this mosque, but it's estimated to have cost as much as $800 million. The ceiling above is equipped with electric sliding doors. Instead of air conditioning, the roof opens for hotter days when the mosque is full. That's all we really wanted to see was the mosque in Casablanca. We were thinking about doing Rick's Cafe if we had the time, but we did not have the time. So we're just going to continue on our way, and now we head to the capital. We head to Rabat.
This is a part of the trip where things briefly took a turn for the worse.
Overall, what we dealt with in Rabat was a small issue, despite it feeling big at the time. However, our negative experience here was recontextualized shortly after. Let's start at the beginning. Okay, so we're in Rabat, and we've just been through complete hell for the past hour and a half. I don't know, we got here at 6 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock now. Yeah, we got got to our Riad at 6. They sent really vague instructions. I told them we were coming in a rental car. They gave us a street that doesn't even show up on Google Maps or Apple Maps. So we just tried hunting it down. We got there around 6 o'clock. There was no parking, so I had to call the guy at the hotel. I had told him I can't find the Riad. We found the street that it was on, but I walked like a mile down that street and couldn't find it. He said, no, it's actually back like towards the start. So I had to walk all the way back down a mile with all the suitcases and everything. Meanwhile, Mariam's with the car because I'm like, we can't find parking, so I'm just drop me off and then just drive around and I'll come back and we'll figure out where we're supposed to park and all that. So Mariam's with the car and I call the guy and he says, have her look for one of the guys in yellow. They will give you a parking spot. So the guy in yellow tells her, wait here. Then he walks away. I get to the Riad and a woman comes out to greet me. She catches me walking with the suitcases. She's like, are you Nathan? I follow her and she had locked herself out of the Riad. So we're there just ringing the doorbell to be let back in. Maybe about 10 minutes. I'm trying to call Mariam and she's not answering all of a sudden. Eventually she called me back and said that the police have her ID. Yeah, the police took her ID for waiting, which the parking guy told her to wait. And then to get her ID back, they were like, you have to pay. Meanwhile, I have all her money and I'm locked outside our Riad. The employee and I start trying to track down Mariam, who's now super far away. So I have to walk another 10 minutes with all our luggage. I get there and hold on. I think someone's knocking. That knock at the door was someone from the Riad coming to offer us a free dinner to make up for everything that happened. Where was I? Anyway, I get to the police officers. I've been running like miles back and forth with all our luggage. I get up and the officer's like laughing. Like he looks at me like, and I'm like, dude, you're like harassing my girlfriend. I don't know what's funny about that. And then he's talking to Mariam, going like, ma'am, give me the money. And he keeps walking away to go terrorize other people.
And then he didn't even know how much it was.
The officer was saying, ma'am, give me the money. And we were like, how much? And he was like, I don't know. Ask the other cop who's over there terrorizing someone else.
I have to wait for him.
And he's like, you're saying give me the money, but you don't.
And then we have to go. It's like you don't even know how much you want.
Yeah, they're just trying to make a quick buck off of tourists. So we pay. We start finding our own parking space, and the guy who had told her to wait is like, no, come follow me to a different spot. He takes us onto like a sidewalk. It's not a parking spot. And we're going the wrong way down a one-way street. We scratch the bottom of the car because we're going onto a sidewalk. So we scratch the bottom of the rental car and we're like, you, we're gonna go find that parking space again. Meanwhile, someone else is already taking it because he's not manning the open spot. Eventually, we find a spot. He's waiting around for us to like pay him for helping find a spot, I guess. I don't know. Thankfully, the woman who had been locked out of the Riad came back and talked to him and was like, hey, they had to pay the police $30, 300 dirham while you were gone. So thankfully, we didn't have to pay for parking. And then later, I got a knock at the door, as you saw in the video, saying the Riad was gonna offer us a free dinner about a 10-minute walk away, which is where we're walking back from right now. And we're like, all right, thank you. Okay, so as you know, we've been having a very crazy day, but now we're experiencing an earthquake. What is happening? All the dogs going nuts outside.
This is like a hunting match.
I don't think we were supposed to come to Rabat. I want to know where it was. I want to know how far away. Did we dodge a bullet by being here? No, that's why you're hearing all the dogs.
So crazy. I'm like, Nathan, why are you not reacting? I'm like,
I genuinely didn't know what was happening. It was like the last thing that could have like crossed my mind. I was like, something's weird. Well, that was day 6. I really hope there's nothing else to report from day 6. And hopefully day 7 is going to be way more fun.
and just chill.
I don't need it to be fun. I just want to get to our next hotel, our next Riad. All right, well, good night. We're doing a late room tour. We're gonna leave the name of this place out just because of everything that happened last night. They've gone out of their way to try to make things right by us. But just for our own personal records, we do want to show off this place a little bit, which we didn't do last night. So, Mariam.
So welcome to our stay in Rabat. It's actually one of the bigger places we've stayed in.
Yeah.
This is the bedroom, which is very nice. This is the closet. They also have TVs.
Two TVs.
Two TVs. And this is the closet area, which we didn't use, but we just kept everything pretty much packed away.
Yeah,
it's only one night.
Exactly.
Stained glass windows here as well. And this is the little chill area with another TV. And then the bathroom. That's the bathroom.
Nice.
It's a nice warm shower. This one actually had a bidet too, which I used, but the water pressure was high. And I almost burned off my crotch. And this is the rest of the bathroom, the mirror, and everything. And that's our stay in Rabat. From Rabat, we drove to Fez, where we spent 2 nights in another riad.
We have made it to Fez. Very excited because we're finally staying in the same place for more than one night, which we haven't done since we first got here. We're here for the next 2 nights, and I've already got a way better vibe here than we did in Rabat. I feel like I was tricked into all these YouTube reviewers who were saying Rabat's great. Not for us. It's been great everywhere else so far. But yeah, very excited to be here. And this place is gorgeous. So I'm excited to see our room that's coming up. We're gonna get some tea here. I love that they do this, that they give us tea while we check in, and then we'll go check out the room. We just got here, and I think this is already our favorite place. Our favorite place we've stayed so far.
It's just a lot calmer too. Marrakesh, they're nice, but it's not as calm, I feel.
Yes.
The energy is not as calm. You can just feel the energy. The
tea was great.
Great, perfect.
Yeah.
The room is perfect. They also have bathroom shoes. I saw them inside, which I've been wanting this whole trip to walk from the bathroom after the shower.
This was the nicest riad we stayed at in Morocco. The rooms were so nice, and the view from the roof was breathtaking.
The staff always greeted us with smiles. They went above and beyond every step of the way. They even did our laundry for us.
I gave them a bigger tip than usual because our experience here was unlike anything else from this trip.
Our first night, we decided to stay in and have dinner provided by the riad. And this ended up being the right choice.
This was quite possibly the best meal we had in all of Morocco. The food here was phenomenal. Also, we took our seat for dinner a little earlier than the other people staying at the riad. By doing this, we were able to grab an amazing spot to watch the sunset.
Day 8 began in Fez, with another traditional Moroccan breakfast provided by our riad.
Unfortunately, on this day, Mariam wasn't feeling 100%. Both of us, at one point or another, were affected by the dramatic shift in our diets during this trip. I think that's what happened here. Still, she pushed ahead, not wanting to miss out on the day we planned. Welcome to day 8 in Morocco. We are officially past the halfway point of our trip. We are here in Fez, about to take a little 3-hour guided tour, group tour of the area. We found this woman's tours through Airbnb experiences. The tour started by exploring the marketplace, also known as a souk.
This is different with the spices. For that reason, she make here spicy. The harissa, the one is with the red color.
This tour took us into many hidden spots throughout the oldest walled part of the city, as well as many landmarks in the Medina.
It's called majhoul. Majhoul date. Different prices, different quality. Our religion, you eat 7 dates during the day. If you eat it, you will stay healthy all the day. Don't eat 1 or 2, so 7. Yeah.
After exploring the marketplace and sampling different flavors from a variety of food vendors, it was time to visit the University of Al Qarawiyyin. This is the oldest operating university in the world, founded in 859 AD. However, this university is only open to Muslims, so we did not enter the university, but we did get a little peek inside.
Thankfully, we were able to enter the next stop, Al-Atring Madrasa.
Toward the end of the tour, our guide gave us multiple food options to choose from. Our group unanimously chose to eat at the option that catered more towards locals. For most of us, our diet on our trips so far consisted mostly of tagines, so this was a very nice change of pace.
We still had one stop left to visit after lunch. This, of course, was the Charada Tannery, the largest tannery in Morocco.
The tanneries have a distinct smell because pigeon poop and cow urine are used in the leather tanning process. But mint leaves were provided to protect our noses from the smell.
Here we call kakashani. This is the most famous one for the camera. Gonna go down if you want to take picture.
Thank you.
Like a red color, they come from poppy flower. Blue from indigo stone. Orange from pinda.
If you want to buy leather in Morocco, this is the place to do it. I bought a black and white pouf for our place. The staff made it as compact as possible for us. We didn't have any issues fitting into our luggage for our trip home.
We took some time to rest after the tour until it was time for our dinner.
Must be good exercise living here.
On this night, we booked a private dinner experience at a local's home. Pickup was included with our reservation. There are also cheaper options if you want to dine with the group.
Unfortunately, Mariam still wasn't feeling great. As a result, we didn't record as much of this experience as we would have liked to. The food was delightful, and our hosts were very generous. We were given a lot of food, and Mariam was in no condition to be eating like this. Thankfully, the woman who made the food packed our leftovers in boxes to go. We ended up eating the rest of the food during our drive the next day.
This was yet another Airbnb experience, and we highly recommend adding this to your Fez itinerary.
Although we didn't have much time or energy to be flexible with our schedule in the coming days, we asked our host what she recommended people see in Morocco.
Awesome.
Here's what she told us.
I advise people who want to come to Fez to, first thing, to go to see local things, to not search about touristy things. They have to see the local, how they live, and to go to the small villages. It's not all about Marrakesh, Fez, and big cities. Go to small villages, small houses, the caves. There is a place near to Fez. People, they live in caves. It's called Behalil. I advise you to go there to see lots of things.
After 2 nights in Fez, it was time to head to our next location.
Good morning and welcome to day... I don't remember.
9, 10?
Yeah, probably 10, maybe 9,
Monday?
maybe 9, I don't know. It is Monday, I think. We have left Fez. We are driving to Chefchaouen. Mariam, how's your stomach at this point?
It's good.
Good. We're tired though. I just kind of want to get to our next place. This is actually the reason that we are here in Morocco. We wanted to see the Blue City.
Yes, yes. Now look at the bumpy roads.
The drive from Fez to Chefchaouen took just over 3.5 hours. This was the longest drive we made with our rental car, but with constant changes of scenery, the time passed quickly.
Before we knew it, we had made it to the Blue City.
Bedroom number 1. The lounge.
Oh, very nice.
Bathroom. Number 1.
Way bigger than it looks. I think longer.
Yeah, laundry right here.
I gotta be careful walking here.
Little sink. Bedroom number 2. This is for it's poo. And for when you and act like a baby. Then there's another little shower.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
And here's another little bedroom.
We're gonna have our own separate beds. I gotta watch my head here. I hit it on the way up.
It's another bathroom.
Nice.
For all the and gills.
Okay, go on.
The clothesline.
Wow.
The balcony. To see the city. Of blue.
Let me go into the other lounge real quick too.
Relax, what's my place? The other lounge. The blue lounge.
Jeez.
And that's also for drying clothes.
Oh yeah. Well, we have 2 nights here.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
Finally our own. We don't have to deal with anyone.
Yeah. We can come sit out here. No other people.
Still blue.
So this is the first place we're staying that isn't a riad other than where we stayed on the Sahara Tour. The Airbnb owner sent tons of recommendations for food and things to do, and all the reviews said like follow her recommendations, go to eat at the places she tells you to. So we're gonna give that a try.
To hold our tea like this. It's the Moroccan way, so then you don't burn your fingers that way.
On day number 10, I proposed to Mariam.
Good morning. Welcome to day number 10. Waking up in the Blue City. Today all we have is just a photo shoot tour. See some highlights of the city. Take some photos. But right now we're just heading to breakfast.
We ate a light breakfast this time. All we wanted was crepes, water, and some coffee. The total cost for this breakfast was $3 US.
Weirdo. Oh, get it.
He's getting it. After that, we went on a hike. Our destination was the Spanish Mosque, which is a popular hike for seeing the best view of the Blue City.
We made it. That's where we're parked. Nice little spot up here to buy water, a handful of snacks to refuel before heading down.
This ended up being our favorite day in Morocco. One spontaneous decision led from one surprise to another.
Hopefully it's not a trap. We got to the mosque, but we had more energy left in us, so we're continuing on the trail. Up the mountain we go.
Guess we're going down.
Right now we're going down, but we're going up and then down a little bit and then back up.
We stumbled across a house on a farm seemingly run by a bunch of women. They spotted us and asked if we wanted some tea, to which we, of course, said yes. They took us to the roof, told us they'd be right back, and returned with a lot more than just tea.
Hey, so this ended up being a really cool find.
This place is called the Blue House, and you can have tea and coffee here, and you can sit on the terrace and overlook the Blue City. It's so cool.
I didn't know we ordered all this, but
We are not complaining.
I'm not complaining. She brought more, more stuff. This is insane. We just wanted some tea. Okay, so there's the mosque where we continued on from, and right beside it is where our car is parked. We've come a long way, but it was worth it.
After we ate, one woman gave us a tour of the house, followed by a tour of the entire garden. She told us that guests can spend the night here too. From what we've been able to find online, they have a listing available on Airbnb and Booking.com.
At the bottom of the mountain, we stopped for some freshly squeezed orange juice.
Cool. Here you go. You can take that. Oh, yeah.
How was it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Very fresh, obviously, but yeah, really good.
After that, we washed a load of laundry, got some rest, and went to our next booking.
I booked a photo shoot tour of the Blue City with a photographer I found on Airbnb Experiences. This is how I planned to propose.
Okay, is this him?
If you watched our Cancun video, you'll know that I surprised Mariam with a promise ring on her birthday so that she could have a part in picking out her ring. She correctly assumed I'd be proposing at some point on this trip, but thankfully a few events on our itinerary stood out to her and she didn't know exactly when it was coming. I messaged our photographer well in advance that I was planning to do this. He said he knew just the spot and he would signal me when it was time. But enough talking, I'll let the video play now.
Beautiful baby, my beautiful fiance. I want to start saying it.
No, you can't say that.
I want to start getting used to saying it. That's my fiance, right there. She's grossed out. She gonna run? No, she's done. Good morning. It is day number 11. We're heading to breakfast right now. It's our last day in Chefchaouen. From here, we'll be heading to Tangier a little later on. Look, we've loved it here, but I don't think we're gonna miss these steps too much. We've been going up them quite a lot.
Sadly, we had to say our goodbyes to the Blue City on day 11. From here, we're heading to Tangier, our final stop in the rental car.
Getting our luggage up to the car was very hard. It was a lot of work. Oh my God. It got steeper at the very end too. The last stretch was the steepest yet.
Boy. heart hurts, honestly.
Yeah, I'm struggling to catch my breath here. All right, well that is it for Chefchaouen. And now we go to Tangier.
We spent one night here in a place called Casablanca. As with many of our stays in Morocco, it was a little difficult to find, but worth it for the location. Initially, I booked this place because it was cheap and close to the coast. But a few weeks before coming on this trip, I upgraded our room for a few more dollars. Very nice.
A small terrace there for you.
Oh, wow. Huh. From our room, we could see Spain and the Strait of Gibraltar, where the Atlantic Ocean connects with the Mediterranean Sea.
To the Cave of Hercules as we kill some time before we have to give our rental car back.
I'm really glad we were able to fit this in because I didn't know if we'd have time while we were here in Tangier. I didn't know if we'd have the energy, basically. But I'm glad we have some energy, and this is close to where we're dropping off the rental car, so this worked out perfectly. It's amazing. The iPhone is picking up better video than what I can see. It looks brighter on the iPhone.
Ice cream on the beach.
Got a little ice cream. Just gonna hang out for a bit. Tangier is really nice. I wish we had spent more than one night here. I know we just got here, but we could have skipped Rabat and done 2 nights here. Would have been a lot better. Okay, bye rental car. It's been a lot of fun. This has been really cool. This was definitely the right choice. Regardless of the Rabat situation, this was a good way to see Morocco. Sad to say goodbye, but also I'm getting ready to wrap up this trip. I'm getting pretty tired. It's been a great time, but a couple more days without the car, and then we'll be home. Just got 80 cents worth of more snacks.
So delicious. It's crazy.
It's really good. We're really full.
So full. I can just fall asleep right now. Okay.
But it was so good. Definitely try El Morocco Club if you come to Tangier, the city of tangerines.
Yeah, a little pricey, but I mean, it was a good pricey. It was worth it.
Yeah, definitely. I had so many. I was going through deleting messages.
You're gonna have to excuse my presence today. I woke up feeling pretty not great. I'm feeling a lot better now. Please ignore the profuse sweat from walking here.
Don't ignore anything. Call him out on it. He just wants to look like that.
Call me out in the comments. We've checked out. We left some of our bags.
Our luggage, our main luggage,
Yeah.
backpacks with us.
Because we have a little bit of time before our train. So we're here at Cafe Haffa. I wanted to visit this spot because a lot of writers and authors, the Beatles, Rolling Stones have come here. So I wanted to check it out for myself.
Our plan now was to leave Tangier and head back to Marrakesh by train. There, we would spend another 2 nights before flying home.
So we are now heading to catch the bullet train. We just got dropped off by the taxi. We went to Cafe Haffa, and now we're out of Tangier. It's been great.
First, we took a bullet train from Tangier to Casablanca. This was our first time riding a bullet train. From there, we took a standard train the rest of the way.
This, along with the Sahara Desert, was another instance where the neck fans came in handy. The train from Casablanca to Marrakesh was hot, but our neck fans helped us stay cool. And we're back.
We're back where it all started. It's good to be back.
Yes, mashallah.
It's good to see some friendly faces here at the Riad. And we have a different room this time. We'll show you that now. Okay, here it is. Back at Riad Tuda. But we definitely got a bigger room this time around.
Yeah, and we have TV.
And we have a TV this time. Oh.
I have a shower list for you.
Wow.
Oh, it's a shower. Oh, no.
What?
Our last one was a bathtub.
Sorry, baby. Well, it's nicer other than that. I think it's nicer because the shower head actually is above my head.
I know. It's the first. It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's really nice.
On the morning of day 13, we had a 5:30 pickup time near our riad. From there, we were driven to a hot air balloon excursion.
fun, right? Well, don't believe everything you see on the internet. The truth is both of us were hurting on day 13. Once again, the dramatic shift in our diets during this trip took a toll on both of us. During our hot air balloon flight, we were mostly just trying to survive, specifically by holding in some things until we could reach a restroom.
We scrapped our plans for the rest of the day. We both needed rest. We spent most of the day sleeping, only stepping out briefly to get lunch at KFC.
We decided to cancel the rest of our plans for today. We were gonna go get food at, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but Orica Valley. That's not happening anymore. We're just gonna rest up before our flight tomorrow.
But later that night, we managed to make it out for one last visit to Juma El Fna. Although, what we returned to was a different site than the one we'd seen at the start of our trip. A handful of areas had been ravaged by the earthquake. In fact, we had to climb a pile of rubble to get back to our riad after returning from the hot air balloon ride.
Be careful of the power lines.
Yeah, that's the only way to get over, right?
We felt significantly better after a day of rest. Our intention on this night was to get rid of the rest of our Moroccan dirham. Some of the money was spent on souvenirs, and the rest we gave out to people affected by the earthquake.
So I just got some shoes. I got these ones for me. And then, of course, some dinner ones. And now we're looking for a peruk for Fatima, my sister Fatima. Because a lot of shops are closed on Friday, so the guy is really helping us out.
Many shops are closed on Fridays for religious reasons, but the owner of the shop we found drove his bike across town to track down a prayer rug for Mariam. We really appreciated this man's generosity.
Mariam wanted to shop in the darkest alley possible.
That's the way I like it. Get the good deals. Or you get kidnapped. One of the two.
No risk, no reward.
Exactly.
Here we go, I'm gonna get it. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, me? I don't know, you wanna get in it?
Yeah.
Get in it, come on. Whoa. Thank you.
So we just finished our last night in Marrakesh and
We're feeling a lot better.
feeling much better. Our goal tonight was to just finish spending all, like not take anything with us. We gave some away, we spent some, and we just wanted to just give back to the people and also just not exchange it or nothing like that. We got some shoes. We got an overgarment for my mom. We got a peruk for my sister. We got gifts for my other sisters. Now we have a 6:20 flight in the morning, but we're gonna leave here at 3:30. That's it for tonight, guys. That's it for Morocco. We're blessed.
Welcome to Morocco, day 14. Except, that's a lie. We're only in Morocco for about 6 hours. Now, normally we wouldn't show you this part of our travel, because this is just airplanes getting home. But the adventure's not over yet. We have something else we're doing today.
With that, our time in Morocco came to an end. Although we were sad to say goodbye, we were satisfied knowing that we accomplished a lot during our time here. It was a busy 2 weeks, but we had a lot of fun.
And we're here. We're going home. Inshallah, mashallah. Had an amazing trip. Crazy.
Back when we booked our flights, we had an option for either a 2-hour layover or an 8-hour layover. Both flights were the same price. Neither of us had ever done a long layover before, and once we saw where the layover was taking place, we decided to try it out.
Hey, can you guess where we are?
Japan.
We have an 8-hour layover in Paris.
Now, you know, we have to factor in getting out of the airport, getting back to the airport.
That leaves about like, what, 3 hours?
I don't think like 2 at this point. Allegedly, Paris is a very slow-moving airport, so we're gonna try to give ourselves ample time to get back, go through TSA again and all that. But we had to come see the Eiffel Tower, get a bite to eat.
And now we're gonna get some pastries. But in France, get some pastries, they say, or I don't know. Whoa. Pretty good.
With that is the end of our 2 weeks of travel. Our 2 weeks in Morocco has come to a close. If you had to pick a favorite part of the trip, what was your favorite part of the trip?
Oh, this one guy, he was like, oh, will you marry me? And I was like, no, that's so weird. That was probably like the weirdest part of the trip. My favorite probably was still like the Blue City. Yeah, that's when that strange man asked me some questions. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that whole day was pretty great. And then probably my other favorite moment was our Favorite Riad dinner on the roof.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah,
just sitting up there with,
really nice.
with the sunset and everything. I really enjoyed that moment too. By the time you've seen this, we'll have gotten back from our next trip. Our next trip, we are traveling across Japan for 3 weeks. We'll have a lot to explore and show you. Subscribe, like, do all that stuff.